Welcome back to Monday All Weekend. Today, we're doing some stuff. We're talking about some things.
We're looking at some things.
And talking about the news.
And we're here this time. We're actually live in this video. And Joseph's back.
I'm back. I am sorry. I had a prior engagement last Monday.
That's fine. We did the video.
I streamed it.
And we streamed it. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
Yeah,
And
but
it's kind of crazy that in the age of the internet, and sometimes you just got to meditate on the fact of what we're able to accomplish these days.
maybe.
We can stream a show that we record as if we're television.
Yeah.
It's just not being sent through the airwaves on that satellite.
Take advantage of the liveness of this. Comment down below. Give us some
liveness.
comments, some live comments we can respond to. Because
Right.
we don't do that a lot.
That's right. If you show up, let's have you show up as well.
Yes. You know who's
Did
showing
you see
up?
that? We were both. What you do when you're live and you're having these conversations is you wait for the other person to take a breath.
Right.
And that kind of lets you know that they're ready to talk so that you can stop.
It does.
But we both went.
It does feel like it's been a minute since we've done the live.
Yeah.
Why does it
but
feel
that's
that
okay. We
It
just
has
missed a
been.
week.
It
We
has,
missed a week.
It has.
Look, you guys
felt
are,
like that.
Joshua, you're coming at this with some energy, and I don't appreciate it. Bring it up, son. Bring it up, son.
Bring it
What?
up.
Bring it up. You're moseying in. You're being like, it's been a week. It's been a minute.
We're tired. We're tired. We work. we have jobs. We work.
You know who else is working?
Who else?
Superman is working.
That's right.
Superman's working hard.
He's putting in that work, with
Trying.
him.
I don't know what's
doing the
going on.
newspaper. Doesn't Superman do the newspaper?
Yeah, he does newspaper. He's a reporter.
Reporter. That's
Yeah.
newspaper, right?
That's how he meets Lois Lane, my guy.
I didn't know if it was like news. I don't know. It's one of the
Yeah.
reporters.
Yeah, he's a reporter for the Daily Bugle.
Okay. I
Uh,
got it right.
but yeah, so our first topic is Superman, and Screen Rant has an article called 12 Updates About Gunn's Reboot Casting.
Referring to James Gunn.
James Gunn.
Quick recap, if people don't know, he is taking over DC.
Mm-hmm.
They've hired him to rebrand and renew
So he's
the
basically
DC verse.
he's hitting us with Guardians one weekend and then Superman the next.
Yeah, exactly. That's been like the whole meme or the talk online around the superhero genre.
Well, we're going to go through these quickly, and we're going to skip some of the stuff if it doesn't look interesting. Y'all let me know.
Right,
I'm not
right.
going to read the whole
This,
article.
that's actually interesting. I don't mean to take away from this,
Go ahead.
but you don't think Gunn? It's a breach of contract
No,
for him to work both.
No, he was done.
So his contract is up with Marvel.
He was way done with them.
He just
He
did
got-
Marvel.
he got
He just did
fired.
Guardians.
Yeah. That was his last movie.
Okay, so his
he
contract
wasn't
is done
still-
now.
His contract was over, but they still had to get that movie out.
Okay, so this is
Yeah.
his last thing.
That was his last thing. He was already working
He's done.
on.
Okay,
DC
so it's
stuff.
not a breach of contract
Right.
at this point.
So, number 12 says multiple new Superman actor candidates have been revealed.
Okay, so what are
proposal
some candidates that they got here?
So, Pearl star David Corenswet is among the top contenders. I've been seeing a lot of news about this.
Okay.
Mr. Cornsweat? Is that what you're
Richardson, Andrew Richardson is Tom Brittany. These are all people who are potentially in the talks to play Superman.
Now, I gotta ask, do these names sound familiar to you?
No.
No, Tom is from Greyhound. Andrew is Extra Pop. Extrapolations. Extrapolations.
There you go.
Extrapolations. Sorry.
It's all right. We're still learning.
Yeah, to read, apparently. Extrapolations, Greyhound. And then following this news, James Gunn tweeted that he would never comment on who is auditioning until, after the fact. So, we know that Glenn Howerton and Zachary Levi auditioned for Star-Lord after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't.
Okay.
He's not going to report on the names of who's doing it.
Right.
He'll tell us who auditioned.
Right.
Once somebody has the part or a movie.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to Superman, as far as who's playing him, although I don't know these actors personally, I haven't seen their films. I do hope they don't try to deviate too much from the classic Superman look.
Yeah. Well,
I think
Cavill
it's
had
imperative.
it. Cavill had
it. It was perfect. It was perfect. All right, and although they didn't give him amazing films to really shine in, it was perfect casting.
He still somehow shined in those movies.
Bruh, he was shining.
This says
who
two
played
more
a better
actors.
Superman? Henry or the guy from Smallville? I don't even know his name.
Oh, I think Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, my dude.
No, the guy from Smallville was good.
Yeah.
As
he was a
young,
teenage Superman.
As young.
What's his name?
Superman.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Oh.
Joshua, you asking it?
I don't know.
You look it up. We're live.
So number 11 is two more actors in contention, but their identities are unknown. I'm not going to read any of that.
Okay.
Conflict reports about Jacob Elordi being up for Superman.
Okay,
so the guy
okay,
from Euphoria.
Yes,
you know him.
I know him. Okay, so
you think he would be a good choice?
There's something interesting about this fella. So I don't disclose where I work. Okay, but there was an interview with someone I worked at that I filmed the interview for this guy.
Okay.
All right. And it's weird because he's in a show like Euphoria.
Yeah.
Super dark, super secular, and then he also acts in like a Christian faith film.
Yeah, that is interesting.
So I'll say this, he would be a good Superman.
Do you think he has the physique for it? I know he's a tall guy.
Yes, he definitely has the physique. I would say physique. I would say this actually, and this picture actually shows it pretty well. He has a strong face. He's got good eyes,
jawline.
but that's the thing. His jawline is lacking. Now he's got a defined jaw, but his chin is more pointy.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Okay,
yeah.
So it's this picture shows it. His face is slanted down. So it's. All the comic books traditionally of Superman has that square jaw, that thick square jaw like Henry Cavill has. This guy's got more of a
Cavill had it.
This guy has more of a pointy with like a jawline that's there, but I don't know. The physique works though.
He could probably, I don't know.
I think it would work.
4 actresses are reportedly in the running for Lois Lane.
Okay.
So there's what's her face from Sex Education, Emma Mackey.
I know her, yeah.
Emma Mackey.
Rachel Brosnahan from The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I know her. Okay, I will say this. Quick shout out to Marvelous Miss Maisel. Have you guys seen that show?
I have not watched it.
Freaking, it's really good.
It's about, she's a comedian.
She's a comedian, and it's from the 20s or 30s or something.
Wow.
And it's got a stacked cast. It's really enjoyable. It's really freaking good. Anyway, carry on.
Phoebe Denever from Bridgerton and Samara Weaving from Ready or Not.
Honestly, none of these ladies stand out for Lois Lane. I mean,
you don't think Brosnahan could do it?
If I'm being honest, she's a little old.
Yeah, they seem like young actors and actresses.
Now they did say that Superman's going to be younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This lady is a little old to be playing.
They're saying that Brosnahan is the front runner. She reportedly delivered an outstanding audition. Is this surprising, Joe, from somebody who's seen this show?
It's not surprising. This woman is incredibly talented.
Okay.
I just don't know if she's in the age demographic. That's a real concerning point. Now, this picture of her, go back up, that does make her look young, but I don't know.
What age demographic do you think they should pick? Like, what age?
If they're picking something like that other fellow we just talked about for Superman, they got to be picking mid-20s. 100%.
So this is another one. Nicholas Hoult could play Superman or Lex Luthor.
Now he's
getting
joke.
older.
He's
a great actor, but
he's not Superman. Nicholas Hoult is not Superman.
Yeah, this is a freaking joke.
He's a good actor. Could he play Lex Luthor?
He could definitely play Lex.
I think.
Now
Holt
I know this is. Does
Luthor.
Lex Luthor traditionally have a shaved head?
Yes. Always.
Okay, so yeah, he probably can.
Yeah, he would shave his head. I think he would shave his head for this. It's a name that surfaced during the casting news.
This Photoshop is insane.
Oh yeah, whoever's doing this is bad.
Bad.
No, it's not bad. It's wonderful.
I think he's could be good for Lex. This makes sense. Guardians of the Galaxy actor was being looked at for Lex Luthor.
Which one?
I don't know. They're unclear about it. But it makes sense. James Gunn is worked on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Worked on with them.
And he won't hesitate to put his wife and brother in anything he's working on.
Correct.
Kraglin is his brother.
Yeah.
Superman.
Kraglin
is James Gunn's brother.
For real?
Sean, I think his name, Sean Gunn.
Something like that.
Know that.
Just look at his face, you can tell.
I really didn't know that.
Apex Lex Luthor. Mm-hmm. Sure. I'm not too interested in that. James Gunn is seeing black actors to play Lex Luthor. Look,
I'm okay with that.
The black guys do the bald look.
Yeah,
the best.
I'm okay with that.
And like the bald Lex Luthor villain look. I could see a lot of there's a lot of people I could see.
But they have to be able to play. It's not about the bald look or even they could definitely do it. I think it's anybody
who's
who
they,
can.
You mean
like a black actor could do it.
Actor?
I think no. I think what any actor has to be able to lean into is the rich. Almost, it's so a younger character, but like a rich young kid almost.
Lex Luthor doesn't have to be as young. He's
but
he's established.
He should be a little bit.
I don't think they should be that close in age.
Mm-hmm. So what you're saying is she should be like the Joker, like Joaquin Phoenix,
I think he could be 5 to 10 years older than Superman.
It would work
because he is by the time Superman comes on the scene, Lex Luthor is a well-established. Billionaire.
But I don't want a Idris Elba showing up with the 20-year-old Superman.
I don't know. Did you guys see Luther? Luther was freaking good.
His name is Luther.
His name is Luther. Also, Andy Serkis was in that. This quick shout out to what we're going to talk about. He plays a real psycho in Luther. Nice. You guys got to watch that Netflix movie, Luther.
Yeah. Do you guys have any actors, if you were to cast a black actor as Lex Luthor?
Let's see.
Any off the top of your head?
I know I've been fronting him for a little bit, but he doesn't seem to play in the things I like. I want to see Don Cheadle do something amazing like this.
He is too old.
No,
for this
black don't crack, my guy.
Look, Cheadle is a good actor and a handsome man. He's not this Lex Luthor.
I think he could be.
No.
Okay, just write me off.
No, we're writing you off.
Two people that I'm thinking of. Tennant.
Ooh,
Washington.
Or
he'd have to shave his head.
John David Washington.
Right.
Or Community. What's his name?
Donald Glover.
Glover.
That's good casting too.
Those two.
Hold on. You're gonna say yes to Donald Glover and no to Don Cheadle?
Yes, young guys.
Yes,
young men.
Yeah,
look, I'm all on board with David Washington.
Yeah.
But I don't know about
I could see
Donald Glover.
James Gunn, we know you're watching.
That's right. He's the one person that was viewing a few minutes ago.
John David Washington. Get him.
There you go.
I think the man knows how to perform.
Does he?
He does.
I mean, he knows how to perform backwards.
He can go backwards too. I think he could play a really good Lex Luthor.
Right.
Let's get through this. New Superman actor screen testing take place late May, early June.
Okay, so we might have more news about that later this month or next month.
Superman Legacy will have many DC characters.
Okay, just like DC in general.
Cool. I want to see this guy. I like him, the android dude, the tornado android guy. I want to see him and Martian Manhunter. Can we please get some good
What
Martian
about Hawkman?
Manhunter? I don't care about Hawkman. I don't care about Black Canary. I don't care about that guy. Or
could we get a solid Green Lantern up in here?
Could we get a good Green Lantern?
Not obviously.
I want
Reynolds.
some Green Lantern.
Good
one.
No, I don't.
Green Lantern in the old cartoons growing up. Green Lantern shined above
both
almost
Green Lanterns,
all the other characters.
John, what's his name? And Hal Jordan. Both Green Lanterns.
I like superhero movies. They're fun, but I'm tired of seeing the same superhero movies done over and over again.
Yeah, I don't. How many Spider-Man movies? To see another Spider-Man.
I don't know Superman.
Do I need another Batman?
If Matt Reeves and Greg Fraser's doing it,
look. I like Batman. I'm happy to see as many Batman movies as they want to make.
There's a lot. Okay, here's the thing. No other one except Matt Reeves has recently delved into Penguin as deep as they have.
True.
But we got to get into that. There's a lot of villains.
You know, the Martian Manhunter is an awesome superhero.
Right.
From Mars.
Cool. That's dope.
Let's do it.
Is he somehow tied to John Carter?
His name is I think his name is John.
No.
Because of when they were doing the comics, they named them.
They just stole ideas.
They took inspiration from John Carter for the names of the Martian Manhunter characters.
That's not inspiration. That is
that's homage. It's called homage.
Homage
or plagiarism.
You've been saying this about Dune for how long?
No. Yes. Star Wars.
Yeah, it's called homage.
Star Wars is
inspiration. It's homage.
Dangerously close to just copying Dune. Not quite there though.
Let's see. This is the last one. Superman Legacy has already cast one unexpected role. One surprising piece of the Superman Legacy movie. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Including...
So... Was it merman emoji?
It says the character's identity is still a mystery for now.
Wait a minute. Doesn't that contradict itself?
He playfully included a merman emoji at the end, saying, okay. So
prompting speculation.
Right.
It is a new Aquaman or Jason Momoa playing Lobo.
Yeah.
Okay,
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. No big news there.
That was a big unnecessary sensational title.
We've seen Jason Momoa's Aquaman, and for Jason Momoa it's good, but the movie was not great.
And it's tainted now.
It is
by Amber Turd.
That's probably why they're redoing it.
Yeah.
Did they completely rewrite her out of the next Aquaman script?
I think she's in it for like 15 minutes.
Nice. Just in it to just kill her real quick.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna kill an animated CGI version of her. Poorly done.
They'll just show the hair. She'll be sinking and it'll be her hair around her face. It'll just be animated.
Right. Okay, so we got a couple more news to get through, but before you do, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and leaving a comment, let us know what you think of James Gunn's plans to revamp the Superman and DC and Justice League universe. Give us theories, give us your thoughts. We'll interact with you down there.
And let us know what you think about Washington as our pick for Lex Luthor.
Dude, Washington opposite Cavill?
Yeah, but Cavill's
bro, now you're just
not
shut
anymore.
up.
Dude,
shut up.
Cavill is no more.
I'm holding out hope.
Cavill is not my Superman.
Bro, these are just a bunch of wet dreams.
This is crazy, but you remember when we were younger, Joseph would like purposely make himself have like the sting.
Yeah, dude.
You know, the Superman sting?
I intentionally did the Superman
Did
curl.
You really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a hot minute.
I used to do that a little bit.
Yeah. You have to gel it up a touch.
Yeah.
Just to find that one curl that would hang down, and you just gotta let it flip over. And then when you go out in public, all the girls take a look at you and they see that little curl, and then they think this man might be Superman.
The Superman was designed back in like what, the 30s or 40s,
right?
Yeah.
So that little curl was real fashionable back then.
Yeah.
Not as much nowadays,
bro. But I thought it was all the nonsense.
All the rage. Yeah,
that's nonsense.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, there was a 1940s man living
inside of
your body,
mini me.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go ahead and go into this. So we got a couple rumors and speculations.
What about Joseph?
Interests about actors coming back or coming into franchises and movies. So
you guys know Ralph Fiennes
played
Voldemort in Harry Potter.
Correct.
Okay.
People are speculating, as we do. A lot of this is going to be speculating this episode. This is a speculation episode.
Yeah.
Talking about his younger brother, Joseph Fiennes.
Okay.
As Voldemort.
Fine.
Saying that, asking him if he's in talks, if he would like to do it.
Hold on, now. I gotta acknowledge this. Joseph Fiennes looks a heck of a lot like Colin Farrell.
He does.
Yeah. I was about to. Yeah.
I think this would be good casting
for
me personally.
Voldemort.
Yeah,
okay.
Because you get a guy who looks similar to the first guy, so Voldemort doesn't look that different. Change his makeup a little bit
You could give him a nose
to make him look like a different version, for the TV show. But they look similar in facial structure and everything. So you get a Voldemort that looks different but feels familiar.
Feels familiar.
And I think that's really important. Since it's Warner Brothers doing this, they don't want to stray too far from the movies. It needs to feel familiar but different.
I don't know. I think if they're gonna do something, and they are already gonna do it, it's not like I can stop them. But I don't want the same thing, and I don't want to keep comparing it to the old movie, because comparing it and making it that, it's never gonna progress. It's only gonna be in the shadows of the old movies, kind of. So I think it needs to be its own thing. And it also, I think they need to focus on more of the school stuff. Focus on not as much the same thing we've already seen. That's going to be boring. So I don't know. I don't want it to.
I think you can have both.
He's probably a great actor, and he would do a phenomenal job at it. But I don't know if I want it, because I don't want the same thing.
And but see, I think that's the perfect reason to cast him, because it's similar but different. It's not the same thing. Getting Ralph Fiennes to come back, that would be the same thing. It's like, oh, we got Ralph, we're going to change his makeup a little. But if you get Joseph, he looks different. He's got a narrower head. His nose is different. His the way he acts is different. Have you guys seen Enemy at the Gates?
No, actually, I haven't.
No,
him and Jude Law?
What is he Irish?
No,
you're just saying that because he looks like Colin Farrell.
No, they're British. They're UK.
Oh, British.
So this would be similar if I was, up in the Harry Potter movies with no nose saying Abracadabra, and then Joshua comes behind me.
That's exactly
and plays in the show, also going Abracadabra.
You guys, you guys would sound kind of similar,
right?
But different.
And Ralph Fiennes a little bit more shorter and stocky like me than his younger brother.
But that would never happen, because it'd be hard to hide that big nose of Joseph's.
You know what?
You both got a big nose.
Hold on,
I got a huge nose.
What's wrong with my nose?
So in an interview, somebody asked him if he would be interested. He said, I'm trying to find that piece of makeup and that eye thing again. Maybe I need that for the audition. I don't know. I just heard that recently, and it's great. It feels like it was only yesterday. I don't know why we have to reinvent everything, but I guess this is what happens.
That's a bunch of nonsense.
I don't know what all that other stuff, but that last 2 sentences. I don't know why we have to reinvent everything.
Yeah.
Sequels
are for hacks.
Look, he's right. I agree. The Harry Potter fandom is great.
Yeah.
You've got, 7 books? Mm-hmm. 7 great books.
8 movies.
And 8 good movies. Everybody's going to like one movie more than the other.
But you got 8 to pick from.
You got 8 to pick from to be a fan of. If you like one but don't like the other, that's great. The fandom has so many options.
Hold on, but okay, as much as I'm disappointed with all of the remakes and sequels and redos, I am... Re-ups. I am interested... I've always been interested in Lord of the Rings, Narnia, and Harry Potter. Becoming a series. You know what I mean? I've always been interested in those things.
In my opinion, they've not given us a full, in-depth Narnia thing yet.
Netflix is on the move.
They've dipped their toes, and they have not fully given us a Narnia. Do Narnia. Why are we doing Harry Potter again?
They are doing Narnia.
Give us Narnia.
I agree.
I'm waiting on the hard Narnia.
With his comment about why do we have to reinvent everything, do you think he would? I mean, it sounds like he was maybe joking a little bit in the beginning, but do you think he would be open?
If
to
anybody
play this
was
character?
anybody was offered, they would take it. It's a fantastic role.
This is going to be,
as long as they don't butcher they don't bring a sour name to the book.
This is going to kill every other record on HBO for the most viewed first episode.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Just because there's
House of the Dragon,
there's a baked-in
Velma.
audience.
This is going to get more viewers than anything else ever on Max in the future,
right?
When it comes out,
and
it's
even if it's not that good, it's still going to be loved a billion times more than Rings of Power is.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. We don't know. Kenobi also The Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
Right.
Yeah.
Was like the most viewed thing ever on.
And the biggest
Disney
piece
Plus.
of trash.
And then it fell off like that.
Yeah, because it was terrible. First episode.
This could be a similar fate.
But it is under the umbrella of Warner Brothers, which we haven't been terribly disappointed with some of their stuff lately. Like you got Disney's been, blasphemous, and you got Amazon is coming in and thinking they can do something, but they just can't. They're not good at it. Warner Brothers HBO has kind of been holding their own. They've given us Dune. They gave us Batman. These are a couple good movies. You know? They gave us John Wick.
Velma.
There's one big black spot.
Right.
The Last of Us.
To be fair, that person who did the game, it was successful. And the person who did the game wanted that to be in the story. He wanted his story to be trash,
True. He wrote it the way he wanted, and it was successful.
HBO does have a good track record, in my opinion. I'm not just knocking them. So
I mean, the quality.
If anybody's going to do it, they can do it. But I'm just, we'll have to see.
We'll see. I think this would be good casting.
All right, let's get to the bit I'm excited about.
Hold on, before we do.
Okay.
I'm gonna tantalize you a little bit.
Okay.
Who would you cast for Voldemort in this new series?
We kind of did this already.
I know, but I figure we're speculating. Let's do it again. Who would you cast?
So, and the crazy
Colin
thing
Farrell.
is,
John David Washington.
I'm thinking I'd prefer.
Could do it.
Yeah.
I would prefer
he was
to
already in
find.
Fantastic Beasts.
Okay, what age range does Voldemort need to be in? Because
It doesn't matter.
on our video. We talked about the parents need to be young.
He is 50 years old.
In the books.
Oh, he's over 50 years old.
But the parents
Idris
are not
Elba.
supposed to be that old. Harry's parents, they're supposed to be the same age as Harry's parents.
No, Voldemort
older.
was old.
Was he?
He was much older than them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we're talking 50s, give me a minute. I can't think of any right now.
I'm
trying.
I was thinking, actors like Colin Farrell.
Dang, if Willem Dafoe was a little younger.
Right.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac. Yeah, it's a lot of nose to take off.
Oscar Isaac, maybe.
He's not British.
Oh, but he can do it.
He could do it.
We saw him in Moon Knight.
I think he pulled off a British accent pretty okay in Moon Knight.
He really did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe everybody I'm thinking of is way too old.
Maybe Andy Serkis.
Maybe Andy Serkis. He could do
He wouldn't be
tall
too old. Yeah, he is kind of short.
He's not. Voldemort needs to be tall.
Imposing.
And Ralph is tall-ish. Joseph is taller than Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's taller than Ralph.
Probably.
I mean,
But speaking of Andy.
Speaking of Andy.
Okay.
What did Andy do?
So, Gollum actor Andy Serkis still wants to come back for new Lord of the Rings movies.
Okay.
Okay.
So, when he came back in The Hobbit, I about peed myself.
Yeah?
Yeah. And especially when I was in the theater, I was watching it. I knew the books. I had read it through like twice. And so I'm watching the first movie and I'm like, it's coming. We're getting close. Bilbo's about to fall down, the mine shaft in the troll cave.
Mm-hmm.
And he's getting down there. And then they get down into Gollum's cave. And it was so much better than I could ever have imagined.
Yeah, that whole scene was really good.
Going the long break from Gollum in Lord of the Rings to Gollum's cave in The Hobbit was mind-blowing, and it was done so incredibly well that this really gets me excited.
I mean, Andy's still thinking about Lord of the Rings. He's like doing audiobooks, reading The Hobbit, reading Lord of the Rings, and putting them out publicly for people to listen to.
Yeah, and he's good. I remember seeing that Gollum perform. That was actually the first Gollum performance I had ever seen.
Yeah, you saw The Hobbit first.
I saw the Fellowship when I was younger. I didn't watch the other movies till I was older. Fellowship. Right, exactly. And then I saw The Hobbit, and I was like, "Wow, this is a
really
scary little creature."
Yeah.
And then when I went back and watched the other movies, it wasn't a big departure. I was already familiar with him.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool to see.
Yeah, and the cool thing also, Gollum in this cave is much more formidable than Gollum
he's
in
much more
Lord of the
scary.
Rings.
Yeah.
Because Gollum in Lord of the Rings, he's already been captured by the orcs. He's already been tortured.
Mm-hmm.
He's already been separate from the ring.
I don't know.
So there's a lot of things going on with Gollum during Lord of the Rings, but in Gollum's cave, he's been alone. He kills orcs. He kills goblins. He eats fish. He eats. I don't know. Everything. He seems
like Bilbo tricks him, and he seems dangerous in his cave. But outside, there's this desperation.
Yeah.
That makes him seem dangerous.
Yeah.
There's
also detachment
crackhead
from the ring.
energy.
Yeah, crackhead energy.
He's got legitimate crackhead
Tolkien
energy.
knew about future crackhead energy.
He really did.
More than crackhead.
Yeah. Let's see what Serkis said. He's I've spent so many years making films with them, saying in talking about the Lord of the Rings. I love their sensibility and their take. It's filmmaking on a different kind of level. You live and breathe it. And so, yes, if some opportunity were to come up, it would be an amazing thing.
And listen, an amazing thing. Mm. He loves this character.
He goes on to say, they are the best, most incredible people to work with. I think that there are so many other potential Middle-earth projects which could come about. And if they're doing them, I would, of course, jump at the chance to have a relationship rekindled. Middle-earth has never left me.
Except for the one time where they didn't get their royalties they were supposed to. Have you heard about this?
Where, I have heard about this.
Vigo had to kind of go and kind of bring some lawyers to get their money because their royalties were not given to them.
Oh, wow! And Vigo's got that king energy, and so,
he does. He does in fact have king energy.
He rolls up with, I got 5 lawyers and they all Jewish,
right? The best and the brightest.
That's right. So, but yeah, this Andy Serkis, this is his role. Nobody's taking this role from him.
I can't see anybody else as Gollum. I'm interested to see what they do with the video game because that's going to be tough. You're playing as Gollum the whole time.
I bet Andy Serkis has, under the radar, done a lot of voice acting.
You think he did the video game?
I would be willing to bet.
He's done a lot of voice acting. I mean, like I just said, even with the audiobooks, he's done stuff. So
I'm interested to see it.
Andy, you're right. Andy did a full what was it? A full Hobbit read in 24 hours, just nonstop.
And Lord of the Rings. He went back and did Lord of the Rings.
Dang.
All of them. He's done all of them.
Boy's out here.
Yeah.
I could say, who would you guys cast as Gollum
in replace of Andy when inevitably
if you were to really stretch your head, you think anybody, if they were to kind of do it, reinvent the character, is there anybody that you think has the acting chops to come up with a character rivaling Andy Serkis's portrayal?
This might sound strange.
I was thinking the same thing.
He'd had to tap into something really dark, but he already has gone there. It's just something very dark and different. Perhaps Joaquin Phoenix.
Nah.
I was thinking Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal?
No, I was thinking in a totally different direction.
Tell me who you're thinking.
I was thinking,
Austin Butler?
Austin Butler.
No, he's Fate and Elvis.
Yeah. No, I
think play Elvis.
I think Gyllenhaal could
play,
do it. I would change it.
It would have to be a different character.
I would change the way Gollum looks. I would give him a more...
And talks.
Yeah, I would give him probably more like bat-like ears. Make him a little bit more monkey-looking.
Maybe.
Just to change up kind of what he looks like.
Yeah, because, hobbits have pointy ears, but they are thicker. And, the Smeagol, Andy Serkis' version, keeps the thickness with, the tip is just barely there. Mm-hmm. Just the tip.
Yeah.
If you were to shape it out and say his point might have gotten a little more lengthy, then you could change the look.
I would say give him more bat-like ears.
Yeah.
Because he changes as he lives in the cave with the big eyes. Mm-hmm. Give him kind of similar ear type things going on.
Yeah. And
he looks like a completely different character.
Ears keep growing.
Noses
and ears.
Make him look like a nasty little Yoda guy.
Yeah.
Nasty
little Yoda. And you think Gyllenhaal could do that?
I think Gyllenhaal would be
fantastic. His
I don't
acting would be able to do it.
I think Gyllenhaal would take it to a new level.
No, I honestly, I've never seen Gyllenhaal do anything that's like that, and not even close to it.
And that's why
Joker is more similar in the approach to a character like that, and I think Joaquin would do a better job than
Gyllenhaal's already played the creepy guy in Nightcrawler. He can do it.
Very different.
What does Joaquin bring to it?
No.
You know, you
Joaquin has a very large range, and I know Jake Gyllenhaal does as well. I'm just saying, I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal has the vocal capacity to get into the character. He might have the looks to do a good motion performance capture.
He is a good enough actor that I think if they said you're going to be playing Gollum, he would say, "Okay, I'm going to bring everything that I've got." And I think everything he's got is enough to make a good Gollum.
But I think the same about Joaquin Phoenix. He could bring just as good, if not an easier for him, ability to play a character like Gollum or Smeagol, you know? I think he could do it. I think Joaquin Phoenix probably has a better chance of doing it well. And you got Jake Gyllenhaal's up here doing Michael Bay films.
Jake Gyllenhaal's doing all sorts of stuff.
He's done multiple boxing films.
What do you guys think? Who'd do a better job? Who be doing?
Who do better job?
Comment, maybe put in the comment. What do you guys think?
That's right. And before we go, if you guys would enjoy to support us on Patreon, we would severely thank you. We have all kinds of exclusive and early content out every single week. There's a lot of benefits there. So go check us out on Patreon. The link's in the description, and choose the tier that best fits your content needs. We'd greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for joining us on Monday all weekend.
We'll see you next Monday.